Hi everyone, I'm Sydney Alexis Olibra. I have had the biggest struggle with sleep since I started college, honestly. Um, I stay up very late, but I'm also someone who wakes up very early because I like to get things done at night because I like the silence, but then I also like to get things done during the day because my middle of the day is so busy. But I struggle with sleep so much, and even though I know there's so much research and data on sleep and how it's so necessary for you to function, I have the hardest time sleeping and finding a schedule that works for me. I have had some breakthroughs, but it's still a work in progress, honestly.
Hey guys, in my experience, when I'm really sleepy and I need to study at the same time, something that I do is I actually go to sleep and take a really quick nap before I start studying, and that's because when I'm really sleepy and I try studying, it's really hard to comprehend the information and I just don't really understand it as well. So I would actually recommend for you guys to, if you have to choose between sleeping and studying, just take a really quick nap before you actually start, because that's so much more helpful.
Hi, my name is Gigi, and I struggle with sleep because I tend to get up in the middle of the night, and then I tend to stress about the things that I did not get done during the day before. So usually in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and feel like all of these tasks I've not done before, so then I'll struggle to sleep. I tend to overthink a lot as well. And then being a student full-time and then working part-time nights have also been a struggle to balance the sleep. But I do know that one of the benefits of sleep is having a productive day the next day. So let's say I do sleep like my full 8-hour optimal sleep and I have a regular sleep schedule, then the next day I feel relaxed and rejuvenated to work and kill it the next day.
I haven't always had the greatest relationship with sleep. I don't think I still do. I let my stress and anxiety dictate how well I sleep and when I sleep. Still trying to figure out how to control that, but I do tend to perform better on exams when I get full night's rest the night before. I focus better and I retain more.
Hi everyone, my name is Elena Chantis and I'm a study skills coach at the Study Skills Academy. So for Sleep Week, I was thinking about some of my struggles with sleep, and I feel like one of the most common struggles that I face is actually falling asleep and not really going on my phone before bed, because that can keep me up at night. So something that helps me is dimming the lights and turning off any sort of blue light at least 30 or 20 minutes before bed, and giving myself that time to wind down without technology. I try to sleep around the same time every night, around 10 or 11 o'clock, so that I can get that full 8 hours of sleep by the next morning for school, which I totally think you guys should try out, because a lot of the times we do stay up really late for school, but then we feel exhausted the next day. So yeah, tune in to Sleep Week for some more tips and advice on sleeping. Bye!
Sleep is a topic that has changed for me from high school to college to the end of college quite a bit. In high school, I was terrible about keeping up with sleep. I would struggle to sleep because I would push it off to prioritize homework, even socializing or seeing my family and friends. Anything would come ahead of sleep. But later on in high school, I realized that was having not only an effect on my physical health, but also my mental health, and it was making the times that I was working on schoolwork not as productive. So I started to institute more of a stricter bedtime for myself. If I was working on something and it got pushed a little bit, I wouldn't be too strict on myself, but in general, I try to stick to around between midnight and 1 a.m. unless there's something extra that is making me stay up later, and then I'll try to account for that on the back end and sleep in a little bit more. But in college, I've been able to maintain getting about 8 hours of sleep every night, and I think that has really reflected in the quality of my work and how I feel throughout the day.
Hi, I'm Kimberlyn, and I actually don't get much sleep. I would say if I get 4 hours of sleep, that's a good day. I usually get closer to 2 or 3, and that's because I fall asleep hours after I go to bed, and then I have to still wake up early in order to go to class. So I wake up at 8 most days, and I usually fall asleep probably around 5, which is late. That's late for me. 5 in the morning is late for me. I used to maybe fall asleep around 3, but it's gotten worse the past couple months, but I'd say since like middle school I've always gotten like less than 6 hours, so I'm kind of used to it at this point. I am concerned, but since it's like been years, but at this moment it's kind of just where I'm at. It's not much I can do about it at this moment, you know.
Hi, my name is Lauren Richardson, and honestly, I could talk to you about sleep all day. It's one of my favorite things. I'm an avid napper, or I should say was, and I realized that my sleep schedule was all over the place. I was always tired. So I decided pumping myself with 4 cups of coffee a day wasn't going to cut it anymore. It wasn't healthy for me. So I started setting a set sleep time and a set awake time. And then I also started investigating the benefits of sleep and how good it is for your memory and encoding and your physical and mental health and how much it affects your motivation and your willpower. And so I decided to focus on my quality of sleep and not my quantity, and realizing that getting better deep sleep was what works for me, and I think what works for a lot of people, and that it is important to make sure you are fueling your body with rest.